Let's find out what situation is happening, what the frequency is going on for this reading in this energy. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, it's by divine design. Some of you will feel like it's your perfect explanation of your life, what you're living right now. Others of you will just find it interesting with some universal laws, some useful techniques. And some of y'all just like watching every reading that I do. Others of you are about to step into this energy because you're all on a different timeline. We're going to do a reading, and whatever messages want to come out, anything I receive, I will definitely speak it. And welcome. I see interstellar frequency live with us, jumping right on. I love that. Welcome. And, if you want to be acknowledged, go ahead and put something in the comments too. If not, just enjoy the reading. Or don't. Do the YouTube things, that helps with the growth on the channel and stuff like that, and get the message out. I just know that whoever's meant to get it is going to get it. So let's see what the frequency is going on in this energy here for this reading. They said, go ahead and touch the bell. You ain't touched the bell. All right. What's the energy situation? Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, that will never be. Okay. And baby mama drama for somebody. But third time's a charm came out first. So we're going to keep that one facing the camera. And somebody could be trying to get one over on you. You could have tried. I see. So I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing somebody's tried to fool you, and they might have once, but and maybe even the second time, but the third time, oh no, it doesn't work no more. And then the other energy I saw between somebody trying to fool you was you tried to accomplish something. It didn't necessarily work the first or the second time, but your consistency, you go at it again, get yourself together, go at it again. And what do you know? It's on hit. It works. So let's see. I'm seeing the sacred traveler as far as showing us where you're at in this experience. Let's see what comes out. Haven't been on in a few days. Not used to that stretch. But seriously, I was not guided to pull cards. So I did not. Not for myself here in private or with you all on YouTube. Not on TikTok. Not on anything. So it feels good to be back. And I'm sure whatever needed to pass is over. And now we can get back to what we like to do, which is channel these messages for the benefit of one and all of you. All right. So let's see where we at in this sacred traveler. Show me the energy for this reading and this message. Thank you. We have cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. And it's showing up with the great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. And I'm seeing this like 2 different people, 2 different energies. We see one is sitting in this cleansing process in their place. The other one is traveling. And I see like this masculine energy is being drawn in. It's like as you go through this purification process, as you go through this cleanse, something or someone is drawn in towards you. I just heard it too. Some of you are, working with the energy to draw a specific type of individual or a specific type of experience in for you. And that is working. That is working. Okay. All right. Let me see your overall energy in this. I'll use a Cozy Witch Tarot to pull for your energy. Let's get some shuffles on this. Yeah, I see like as you go through this purification process, I heard it opens up the path for something that's meant for you, specifically meant for you, for the right connections, for the right person, for the right experience. That energy is being drawn in. And because it's a masculine, I'm seeing, a very active masculine energy, provider, protector, resources, somebody who has a means to accomplish the goal. And for some of you, like, this is internally with you and you, both your feminine and your masculine energy. Your feminine's going through a cleansing process, and as a result of that, your masculine energy is being called towards a specific action. And that idea is showing up now. I'm seeing that idea is showing up now. Okay, so let's see what about you. Let me see about you with this. Thank you. We have, wow, the Empress energy, Taurus Libra energy here. Receptive mode, harvest mode, creating with all your spiritual abilities, creating from the mind, doing things through the energy of love, doing things for the greater good, for the greater good, being in very much in tune with nature and the cycles of nature, being productive. It took a lot to get here. Oh my gosh, you've been through so much. It says there is beauty to be found in every experience. And we have the image of a mother caressing her baby. And maybe it's quarantine because she's got a face mask on. Oh my God, were these cards designed during the quarantine? I don't know. What I do know is she's got a mask on her face. So her mask right now is matches her dress. But what I'm hearing is like it ensures that she's not so much affected by external circumstances. So I see that with this goes with this cleansing water. So there's something about this cleansing waters where it's like the external experience doesn't affect you so much. What's crazy though is her baby don't have a mask on. So that's interesting. Why does she have a mask on? It's so important for her to wear a mask, but the baby don't have a mask. Does she love her baby or not? Interesting. That comes up on another note. It's like if you're gonna protect yourself. Oh, I heard because you have to put your own mask on before you can help other people put their mask on. This is a little baby here. It's the mother's job to take care of the baby. Is she doing everything she could to take care of her baby? Somebody here, you could be questioning yourself as a mother. Is it the third time's a charm where you go and get things right? Is this your third baby? What's up, BD? Is this your third baby and now you have a chance to do it differently? Is it that you're keeping your own toxic breath out of things? You're not speaking things out in a toxic way like you used to. You figured out you got to rein in your mouth a little bit. Some of you have figured out you got to watch a mouthpiece because, I heard life and death come from the mouth is what the way I heard it. I don't know. I think that's a play off of a Bible scripture is the way I'm seeing it. So, but yeah, there's some stars in the background here that are blinging in the picture. I'm not sure if you can make them out, but it's telling me that there's some hope in this as well. It's like the hopes and dreams she has for that child. Now, that child, for some of you, the literal baby, and for some of you, that child is about what you created. It's about your business. It's about your passion project. It's about that thing that matters so much to you. You're in the Empress energy and you've been through a hard time, a lot of hard times. Those hard times have showed you, and if they haven't, this is what they've been trying to show you, is how to use your energy in a more productive way. Like you could use your energy, like it was said, to speak forth life or death. You could speak melodies or blessings, healings, right? They're showing me too, as I'm receiving this for you, they're showing me how I've had a lot of conversations with people when they're worried about different things, and I bring it up like, well, you could speak to the things that worry you, which is worshiping the things that you don't want. It's a praying for what you don't want, the things that are worries. If you're worrying, you're busy praying for what you don't want. Somebody said worshiping the things that you fear, and so you could either do that or you could pour blessings and protections on it. And it's interesting because a lot of times when that conversation comes up in my human experience is because I'm talking to a mother with their concern for their children. So whether it's a child or a business or some other sort of venture that you've created, make sure you don't let anything toxic out of your mouth over the situation. Okay, this one came out too, and it's justice. So this is Libra energy. This is stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. So if you're the one who is like, yes, this is my third child and I'm determined to do it differently. I'm determined to make it better than I did for the first two. Because when I initially said that, what I was seeing was a young mother who didn't have a sense, who had a lot of stress, who had a lot of difficulties. And then, you got this child that's excited and rambunctious and playful and discovering the whole world brand new. And it's like, sit down, you're getting on my nerves, or go shut the fuck up, talking crazy to the kid because you don't know too much better. Second, you didn't have much self mastery. I hear, and third, you was imitating the way you were done. Okay, so you want to do it differently. Third time's a charm. And again, this child, for some of you, just carry that idea with you where it resonated. Like, this is about a project or a business. For some others, this is literally about your children. Okay, so let me see what you're standing on. What you're standing on is the patient witch, which is in this deck, Major Arcana 12, Hangman energy coming in. Okay, it says learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. This girl looks bored out of her freaking brains. What's crazy though is she's got her witch hat on the floor over here next to her. She's got her, look, clean up your space. Okay, clean up your space. Is that part of the problem that gets a person stressed out when the house is a mess? And then there's other people who's OCD with it. And it's like, girl, no matter how much you keep cleaning that house, it ain't going to clean up your soul. You need to face the stuff bothering yourself. So I'm not sure. Somebody, it's a literal house space. It's a little bit messy. You could stand to clean that thing up. And you'd be surprised the work that'll do on your soul when you honor your living space and clean that up. Others of you, you're fucking OCD. Everything gotta be spotless every day. You vacuum and you sweep and you do the toilet every day and you mop every day and you stress yourself out to keep that house spotless every day. And let me tell you, not only did spirit tell me this, but I've seen it in human form. A lot of people that are OCD about their living space got some shit in their soul that they just don't want to face. And it's like, you can clean all that shit up in your physical world, and that's just beautiful. However, until you address the stuff that's on your heart, you still stay in this stagnant energy. Well, I see that this stagnant energy is coming to a break for somebody that's watching this reading. For you. Yeah, you. Yeah, absolutely. Why? You know, something has not moved forward, but with the justice coming is saying, yeah, this is going to straighten out the path. I'm getting smooth out the road and open up the path. I see you just been waiting for something to show up, for someone to show up. Some of you females been waiting on a masculine energy to show up. Okay. Some of you males or females been waiting on the right move to make. That inspiration, that idea is coming. And it's not because you haven't tried to do stuff before. It's this third time's a charm. So this is like, you've done it before. It didn't go necessarily the way you wanted it to, but you're not done yet. You are not done yet. So let me see what's behind you. We have the good luck charm. Excelente. I love it. It says, if nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. And that's totally the freaking vibe that I got here. What I want to say right now before I say anything else is, out of the first four cards, they're all major arcana cards, which means the universe, love source, God, like the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, Sky Daddy, been all up in your business. Been all up in your business, regulating things. But there's something you did in the past, a spell that was cast, an intention that was set, a prayer that was uttered, words that were spoken, a determination about you to bring change to your situation. The good luck charm is major arcana 10. So this is Wheel of Fortune energy, and I always see it. Wheel of Fortune in most uses Roman numerals instead of regular numbers like this one does. So it's an X equals 10, right? And that X always shows me like you're Xing something out. And with that, I always see like a seal. It's like a seal. So something you sealed. Now on this card, in this imagery, there's the stars all over, and she's got an acorn pendant on her necklace. Okay. The acorn is symbolic of the pineal gland. Okay. And so this is about being, and it's around her neck. So this is saying to me like there's a a lot of what you speaking out, it is coming from that spiritually connected part of yourself. This was when a change was made, again, some by doing some sort of spell work or intention setting or a prayer or affirmation setting. I do feel physical action with this as well, but it was spiritually guided. It was intuitively guided. It was guided by the universe, and it was connected. There's more stars in this even than in the Empress energy. So this is telling me that there was even more wishes and dreams and hopes and prayers and beautiful visions for yourself, beautiful choosings for yourself in the past when this good luck charm was instituted, because some of that is already being fulfilled in this Empress energy. It's like, there was seven. I'm just saying there was 7 stars in that one, and now there's like 4 stars in this one, which lets me know some of those wish fulfillments have already come through. And then the other thing I'm saying here is with this Justice card, I immediately see there's 4 stars here, and look at, she's got her robe and her witch hat hung up there on the wall, which is saying, hey, I don't have to cast that spell no more. So there's also in this, I'm seeing a knowing that the work is done, the spiritual work is done, it's already done. We're not going to sit up here like annoying children. Are we there yet? Is it time yet? Is it done yet? No, we're just going to know that we did what we need to do, let it rest, let it be, and let the universe show up with synchronicity is what I just heard. So let me see what's above you. What's above you? Above you, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, you're going places. It's with the Hangman below, the Patient Witch below, and the Knight of Pentacles above. It looks like you're like, listen, I just want evidence. I'm hearing, I just want evidence of progress. I just want to see that things are it's almost like you asked for a sign. Am I on the right path? Did I do the right thing? I want 3 signs. I want 3 synchronicities. I want 3 evidences in my life to prove that I made the right decision with that, what I did, with that spell that I cast, with that situation that I brought to end, with the good luck charm, okay, that I've chosen the right path for me or something along those lines. It's like 3 evidences that my business is a success, 3 evidences that my spiritual work is complete, 3 evidences that you made the right decision and the right move. And I see that that's what you're focused on. She's got this box, but even as she's got this box and it's open, she's looking ahead in the distance, okay? So it's like she has something tangible here in her hand. You've got something tangible here in your hand. You're still looking ahead into the distance. What else is coming? Let's find out what's ahead of you. What's ahead of you is the Chariot. Boom. Now we've got movement. Now we've got advancement. Victory road is assured. The win is here, secured. Okay, you'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. So you take, this is that action. I already said some of you that this great adventure here with this man on the boat was looking like you were going to have the action to take. Well, it looks like that is absolutely true. Things are going to speed up. Things are going to start picking up pace. There's going to be more to do. Some of you, this will involve travel by vehicle. Others of you, this is a day in the park or a day in nature, and it's going to be involved in this. But I see with the Chariot, this is about overcoming obstacles and challenges. So I see that this waiting period that you've been standing in some sort of stagnancy, some sort of waiting period, some sort of it's not time yet energy. Well, that's about to bust open, and when it does, honey, it's full steam ahead. The Chariot moves quickly. The Chariot moves quickly because it's decided, and both your masculine and feminine energies are in alignment. Both your shadow and light are balanced. You can move forward. So there is something here in this hold up period bringing balance in. Also, they just showed me the number 12 relates to the ancestors. For some of you, was this about, I'm hearing, freeing you and your ancestors from the chains of repetitive patterns. Thank you. From the chains of repetitive patterns, what most of us like to call karmic cycles. Yeah. So this was a major karmic clearing energy. I heard this, the 3rd time's a charm for you is coming through because it's been 3 major things, karmic patterns in the family. I'm hearing abuse, physical abuse, and substance abuse. Yeah, I'm hearing that. Another one I'm hearing is sexuality. And this is about healthy sexuality, not being controlled by sexuality, or but not being controlled by the sacral chakra. Okay. And the other one I'm hearing is finances, not being controlled by finances, not allowing yourself to feel restricted in any three of these areas. So for somebody specifically, each one at a time, you've had to do some major spiritual work to break through all of these. Now, what's really crazy here is, out of, these 6 cards on the table, only one is not a major arcana. Again, letting me know that through, because the only one that is a court card, not a major arcana, is the Knight of Pentacles. You've had to be consistent. It's like the universe has had you in this whirlwind of face this now, take care of that now. It's like stuff has been coming up. You felt so out of control. You felt like, damn, what do I do? It's like, everything seems to be against me right now, or everything seems to be a challenge, or everything seems to be so difficult. But what's crazy is you went through all of those things successfully. All three of those areas, for whatever those 3 areas were, I channeled through the ones that I heard, but yours could be different in some one or two of them, but whatever it was, you you hit all three. I'm hearing nails on the head. You hit all 3 nails in the head. You solidified something. You got it into place. You got it. I heard for some of you the whole nail head had to be replaced. That why they just showed me, if you don't hit that nail right when you're trying to put something into the wall, it will bend the nail. And so they just showed me, like, there was some bent nails. You had to remove them and replace it with the whole new thing. So was it like the tools that were being used were crooked? They were crooked. You had to get rid of it and bring some new energy in. So however that's coming through for you symbolically, there's something definitely there. And then I see somebody, well, I just saw somebody, you were over there trying to hit. Yeah, hit your dang thumb. You knocked the heck out of your thumb. You had a black nail because it was a blood clot under there. Ooh, a blood clot. Oh, Lord. Yes, blood clot. So there's something here. That's a bad word in the Jamaican culture. I'm just saying. There's a really bad word in the Jamaican culture. Don't run around saying that word. But it makes for a delicious Jello shot. My friends make blood clot Jello shots, and it's like cherry flavored Jello shots with cherries in it. OMG, it's so good. Anyways, either way, it was very difficult, but you're getting the signs and the synchronicities. Of physical evidence is showing up that you're consistently choosing the same direction, the same outcome. You consistently been moving in the same direction, no matter what the challenge was that was coming up. So things are picking up the pace. You're moving fast. So let me see what you're doing. Your physical actions that you're taking. You have the Strength card. You're not falling for the distractions. You're not falling for the temptations. You're not falling back into old patterns. You're not falling for the BS or the weakness or the doubts or the doubts. I'm hearing, or the disabilities. For somebody here, whatever the disability is not a disability to you. You're not allowing yourself to feel disabled. That is very, I'm hearing literal for somebody. It says it takes great strength to be soft. What are you doing? If you're petting your kitty right now, 1,000 points. And I'm not gonna go there. That's just unnecessary in this reading. However, so there's something. Her sweater has got clouds on it. It's a blue sky with clouds. But the thing is, she's got her lips closed. Okay, so blue, and this is showing me throat chakra energy. It's like, instead of speaking out things when you're confused, you're taking time to sit with the energy. You sit with the information. You sit and you reorganize yourself to a place of spiritual alignment. That's what her sitting with her kitten on her lap and petting it is showing me. She's got her socks on. She's comfy. She's got a throw on the sofa. She got a pillow behind her. And her place is cleaned up. So you cleaned up your place. You're sitting in comfort and coziness. And you're choosing to do something that puts you in a state of alignment, a state of feeling good about yourself, about being alive, about being where you're at. It's like appreciating what you have and not falling for the BS, not falling for the BS of worry, of doubt, of lack, or limitation. Yeah, because it's the strength card that trumps and overcomes the devil energy, which is the temptation. You're not getting caught up in ego. You're not getting caught up in feeling stuck. And you're not letting yourself jump into some things when it ain't time. You're like, when the bike shows up and it's time to jump on and take that ride, then we're going to go full steam ahead. But until then, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy petting my cat. Okay. Let me see, in your environment, who or what is in your environment in regards to this situation? The environmental influence in this situation, please and thank you. And we have the King of Cups. So this is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person. Okay. So there's somebody there who is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. This person could drink a lot of tea. Okay. This person could be a gossip. This person could be a gossip because as soon as I said they could drink a lot of tea, like this person believes everything that they hear. There's somebody here who believes everything that they hear. But who are they hearing from right now? I don't pick up a bad vibe from this person. They're hearing from the bird in the window. And then I'm hearing Corinne Bailey Ray's version. 3 little birds sat on my window and they told me I don't need to worry. Okay, so there's that energy. If there's somebody you coming into, spring energy right now, but it's evening for this person. This person, there's white curtains. There's something about the white curtains in your house or in this person's house. You're thinking about the white curtains right now. I see you. But this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is in the environment. This is somebody who loved. This is somebody who loves. This is somebody who is very spiritually in tune with themselves and then acts from it. So there's somebody here who's spiritually in tune and they act from it, who comes from a place of love. This is somebody who this guy's got kind of a people pleaser energy. He's like, I just want to make everybody happy. I just want everybody to be happy. This is who this person is. Because we have Cancer here, some of you have, oh wow, and because so we have Cancer here, this Chariot card is looking right now like this guy on the boat. It's like these energies are the same. And like I said, they're coming towards you. I heard as you bathe in the waters of the water sign energy with this King of Cups. So this King of Cups is a water sign energy, okay? And this Cancerian energy, the Chariot, is coming towards you. And coming in with this King of Cups energy. Okay. Interesting. I heard when they show up, it's time to take that drive. Okay, so whatever that means. In your innermost hopes and fears, what's your innermost hopes and fears? What we got going on inside your innermost true feelings? And we have the moon. I don't know. I heard, I don't know. As soon as I seen the moon, I heard, I don't know. So there's a fear of not knowing. Maybe I won't know. Will I make a mistake? I'm hearing, will I make a mistake? I'm so confused. These are the things I'm hearing. So what I'm getting with that is like, there's this concern that a fear that you'll be alone. Fear that you won't know or recognize this King of Cups when it shows up for you. Fear of the past cycles repeating itself. Okay. Fear that it's over for me. I heard it's over for me. Somebody here, you feel like it's over for you. You don't have no more chances left. That's not true. The hope is that I heard the hope is that there's a daybreak to this dark night. The hope is, even if you can't see it, that there's something there that you just can't see. The hope also is that you have broken any spells, any karmic cycles, and that's effective. The hope is that your spell work has worked. The hope is that you have broken the old cycle. Well, we already said that you had. But here's the issue that's coming up. If you have and you know it, then you're not going to sit in doubt about it. You're not going to sit in doubt about it. When you know it's done, it's already done. What you're not going to do is sit in doubt about it and worry yourself. Because remember when we started this whole reading out, we were talking about worrying is praying for what you don't want. Worrying is worshiping the thing that you fear. Yeah. So there's that energy. Let me see the bottom of the deck. The 7 of Wands. Ooh. And look at everybody pointing fingers at you. They're accusing you. I'm hearing trying to bring your energy down. Somebody here, you dealt with some accusations. Okay. It could be everybody in the group just pointing a finger at you. And for some of you, this was you against yourself. You were like, well, nobody likes me because, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not wealthy enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't have that many talents. Somebody here, you are very mean to yourself, so hard on yourself. So there's this energy here too of you've had to learn to soften up. Yeah, you had to learn to see, because it takes great strength to be soft, is the message of this strength card here. You had to soften up. Stop being so damn hard on yourself. Some here, one things you had to realize was, because you kept saying to yourself, I'm hearing the reason why the things didn't work out, whether it was the relationship or a business or something. You kept saying, well, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? It's like you didn't do nothing wrong. Do you remember I kept talking about how many major arcanas we had in the beginning of this spread? Like, there's a reason. There is a reason for all the chaos. There's a reason for things working out at the time that they do. And one of the things I'm hearing, as far as especially a project or a business experience, a financial experience, is it had to do with the energy on Earth at the time was just not conducive to it. The energy at time on Earth was not conducive to the success of your venture. Okay, and that venture is successful, but it had to be birthed in the proper energy. So some of you, you're like, oh, I put everything into this. I've done all that I could. Things still don't work out. And you sit here, and it's so easy to sit here and cast the blame on yourself, okay? Because you're hard on yourself. And it's like, listen, sometimes, what appears to be the cooperative components in the perfect situation literally is there to try to break you from believing in the vision that you've had and the desire fulfillment for yourself. Sometimes there's another way to go about it. Sometimes the only thing you do is just pull back and wait, because that's what this girl laying on the bed in the hangman energy, which is below you, which is telling me this is where you physically feel like you're standing right now. It's like, fuck, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be doing the other. This is how I get when I'm like, oh my God, I have this whole salon. I could be doing somebody's nails right now, make my phone ring, and like, erg. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna find something else to do that feels right, because this is what I don't want to do. This right here is what I can't do. Just lay around and just grump and complain and boo-hoo and woe is me. Okay, that's what that feels like. There could be that, totally be that part of yourself. And maybe you have a moment. Listen, honey, being easy on yourself. If it's gonna make you feel better, have your freaking moment, but get through it as quickly as possible and let that shit go. Like, sometimes you just gotta have it out, say it out, just completely honor how you feel. But doing it, especially if it's not exactly pleasant, especially if it's kind of low vibrational, you want to get it out as quickly as you can, as purely and potently. It's like, shove it all out. Have your cry, have your fucking frustration, beat up a pillow, whatever you got to do, scream about it, cry about it, woe is me about it, for as short as possible, as period. Get as much of it out as you can so that you can free yourself from keeping it inside. You don't want to keep it inside. And I know this is the Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot channel. However, all your feelings are real, all your feelings are valid. So is that what's happening here? The situation breaks because you honor how you feel. We spend so much time trying to just be happy, trying to just be in a higher vibration, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes the step to the higher vibration is to honor honey, you can't get where you're going until you know where you're at, right? So I'm not saying sit here and just put your anchors in and build roots in your agony or your misery, but I'm saying, hey, if you can acknowledge where you're at, that's the step to pass through it. Get it out. as much as you can, as just like shove it all out as quickly as you can. Get it out of you. You know what I'm saying? Get it out of you, so that way you can release yourself and move forward. So it feels like, with this spell cast, it's like you, with this good luck charm, this wheel of fortune and behind you energy, you did something, and it's like interesting, that purge. I'm picking up on this emotional purge. These two together are telling me that there is an emotional purging. The moon with the hangman. It's like you cast the spell, you set the intention, you said the prayer. That was all good and fine. Part of the receiving of that which you have asked for is going to require that you purge all the emotional attachments, all the negativities, all the negative self beliefs, that you acknowledge where you're at. And the way they're showing me is a GPS. The GPS system works because it calibrates where you're going from where you're at. So this is sort of tuning yourself, right? And how perfect that we're talking about honoring those very valid emotions that you feel. Because here's the thing, we were given the full spectrum of human emotion to feel, the ugly ones and the beautiful ones. They all serve a purpose. So, if you're feeling the beautiful ones today, fantastic. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. If you're feeling the crappy ones today, fantastic. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Why? Because you're feeling them. The key is to know what to do with those emotions, right? So if you're having, somebody here is definitely with this hopes and fears, having the moon there, having a lot of emotions, and it could be showing you a lot of things from the past, and you're like, what the fuck? I thought I was over this, And that's a great question to ask. What the fuck? I thought I was over this, and just leave it there. Leave it out there and let the universe show you. Let your life show you. Open yourself up to hear the answer, to receive the epiphany, to see the experience, to receive the answers and the guidance that those emotions are telling you. I see that this is a process. It takes time to learn to interpret your emotions and to detach from holding on to them, because that's the thing. People, you feel something. Perfect example, somebody deals with depression, right? They don't say I cope with depression. No, they say I am depressed. Somebody's having a bad day, and they put the I am. In other words, they put ownership on it. They solidify it. They don't open the energy up. And here I'm saying, yes, you're feeling these emotions. Open the energy up. Let the emotions show you what they need to show you. If there's something ugly that has been repeatedly coming up, like you've already closed out the cycle, I just see this detaching from the emotional attachment to whatever that was. Because there's this other thing, like when you overcome challenges and difficulties, you get left with this residual emotion, and some people then wear that experience like a fucking badge of honor, and they identify I'm a survivor of this and that. Man, I could say all the list of things that I have survived, but I don't tend to identify myself as that, but a lot of people do. It's like forever they wear it like a fucking badge of honor, you know what I'm saying? Right on their heart, right on their chest. Everybody that meets them needs to know that they survived this, that they did this, that they did that. And what are they doing? They're attaching themselves to that old experience, the very one that they prayed to get out of. They're literally not in it anymore. But the emotional attachment to it is. Some of you have become self-aware of doing exactly that, and you have done something. This is the third time to break that shit, okay? And anything that doesn't allow that, would you like to uncreate and destroy right now? Yes, yes. Oh yeah, I could feel that. That had a little bit of a charge, not too much of a charge. Yeah, baby. All right, so that definitely should help you continue on this path of evolution for yourself. Shout out to go to Amazon. I see you, baby. Let's clarify these cards here. But before I actually need to pull one more off the top. We're just going to pull it here. Outcome energy is the 10 of cups. I love it. It's your happy ending. It's the happy ending card. It turns out to be a day at the beach. You were so afraid that it was going to be a dark, lonely night. You was just going to be alone for the rest of your life. That this thing, was going to escape you. That you were going to be stuck in the past forever. No, honey. There is a daybreak to your dark night. Every fucking dark night has a daybreak. And yours looks like the 10 of cups. I love this for you. Everything happens on purpose, nothing on accident in my world. Okay. And it says, Okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles, is what the card says. It's a day on the beach. It's gonna be okay. It doesn't always feel like it when you're in the middle of the battle. Yeah, when it felt like everybody's coming at you, when it feels like everything is turned against you, it's almost like when you stop being against yourself, when you stop beating on yourself, when you stop being cruel to yourself, making it like woe is me. Stop reliving all of that. Yes, you made those choices. This is one thing that has, so somebody, you really need to hear that. The one thing that really helped me get out of beating myself up over the stupid ass choices that I had made in the past was the realization, well, dang, since I made those choices in the past, I don't have to do that no more. I learned my lesson. Yay. So and maybe that's going to help. That can totally help you. Like, so you may not have made the best choices. Maybe you didn't make the best moves in the past. Because somebody here, this is giving me a lot of fucking blaming attitude here. Yeah. Like, oh, it's all my fault. I made those choices. I'm the creator of my life. Everything happens because of me. Yeah, it does. So your job is to find out where's the power in this. In the choices that you made, there was power that came to you. But you gotta be easier on yourself and you got to open yourself up to see what are the benefits. How did this make me a better, wiser, stronger, more compassionate person? How did this teach me that I don't have to be so hard, I can be soft? It's just freaking uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable because it's a different energy where you're at. But with the 10 of cups coming as the outcome, like, baby, it's all good. Let me see about that outcome. We have the broom, the death card energy here. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. And we did talk about cleaning up your space, not just your physical space, but your emotional space, your mental space, your heart space. Yes. Yes. And with this moon card here, that's definitely an emotional cleanse. And we had the cleansing waters. So these emotions, don't be afraid to feel them. Uh, there was a period of time where I started to really get concerned, like people, the way you perceive everything I said, because I'm always talking about reaching for a better feeling thought and love and peace and happiness. And yes, I do know that that's what we want. But again, like I said, sometimes we got to go through the lower vibrational shit to get there. Like it doesn't just happen because, that. It can, but before you can get there, you got to have to, because I just, even with me doing that little snap that I could do, it's like I see the hand, it's like you got to break through all the bindings because I see this hand like it's got each finger is clamped down. It's fixed down. You can't even come together to make a snap. Why? Because it's been fixed in place. You got to break those chains. You got to break that stuff in order to get to the energy where you're able to elevate out of those restrictions and pull it together and make that snap, baby. Yeah, so what I want to show you real quick is I keep this in a screenshot on my phone. This is the Hertz vibration scale. And what it does is it shows um, a rating of frequency with the emotions. I will share this to the tab on the community tab. I'm going to share it right now so you'll be able to save the picture because I know you can't see it clearly on the screen. But at the bottom here, it says shame. And the next one up says guilt. The next one up says apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality. Neutrality. This is where it shifts. From neutrality, it shifts to willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. The bottom of the lower frequency is shame, and it rates at 20 hertz. The top of the chart is enlightenment, and it rates at 700 plus. So the thing is, if you're feeling apathy down here at 50 points, you're going to have to go through these other emotions because this is like a ladder. Just like when you're climbing up a ladder, you can't go from the bottom to the top. You got to climb each step, each rung to get there. And this is like a ladder. So if you're feeling apathy, in order to get to love, there's all these steps you've got to take to get there. You've got to go through the grief, the fear, the desire, the anger, the pride, the courage, the neutrality, the willingness, the acceptance, the reason, then you get to love. So all your feelings are valid. You got to understand there's a process. There's a process to moving your emotions. And if you've spent a lot of days racked by shame and guilt, those two emotions are on the bottom of the freaking scale. As a matter of fact, let me share that now before I forget. It's so important that I do things immediately when I think about them so that I remember. Um, but yes, it's like it's a process that you have to allow yourself to raise through, to move through, to travel through these different stages. And it takes time. It takes time and willingness to do it. It takes time and a desire to do it. But once you do it, it's like you will shift the place that you're at vibrationally, and your go-to frequency will be different than it used to be. So this broom comes up with death card energy, major arcana 13, saying, yes, that has died. That old energy is over. The old energy is over. You've cleaned up your space. Some of you, I see you have actually given a lot of stuff away, trashed it, donated it. Either way, you moved it out of your space. I'm seeing that this was very wise because it had a lot of emotional attachments. Some of you don't understand that the emotions that are bombarding you right now is because you literally physically released yourself from those attachments when you cleaned up your space and got rid of the junk that brought up bad memories, that brought up bad attachments and stuff like that. You remove the physical thing, as above, so below, as below, so above. It affected you on a spiritual level. And so that's why these emotions are coming out. Because remember, you may not remember, but I've said this so much on the channel too. The thing about emotions, when you've bottled them up and you put them in the depth of your soul, you release them the same way they come in, through feeling them. So when you said, I thought I was done with this, why is this, what the fuck, and then, well, why is this coming up? Because it's time to fully release it. And then it's like, I had a client in my chair and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm crying. I'm like, baby, get it out, get it out. Here's some tissue, dry your tears, blow your nose, what you got to do, because it's better out than in. And some of you are going to have to cry, or have cried so many times, to release the emotional attachments to whatever that situation was that made you feel like you were stuck. I just see, like, because you've made this choice, like, and this energy is changing, permanent change, a permanent transformation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. Baby, you are eternal. You are eternal. In this energy, you have transmuted it. You've changed it to another form. And it comes out with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. Some people call it the wedding reception card, right? It's about a celebration. And it says here, family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. And each one of them has a cupcake with the candle in it. They're all happy. It's a celebration. Okay. The 10 of Cups. Some of you, this is about an energy of stagnancy surrounding your romantic relationship. Some of you are going to come into a relationship. It could be even a Scorpio, because the King of Cups represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you, it's a Scorpio person coming in to your life. This relationship is going to take off. Y'all going to be moving in together. Y'all going to be making it official, something like that. You can meet them at a party, at some sort of cupcake party. There's going to be a lot of cupcaking going on. I love that for you. I know you love it for yourself. That's awesome. But I see that energy here. Whatever zodiac sign they are, I do see, like, this is a person who comes in with emotional maturity. This is somebody that's learned to be happy in their own energy. Because of that, y'all can come together and be happy together. And somebody might have one daughter. I see one daughter here, but I see this energy with the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, clarifying the 10 of Cups. Like, if you've been alone, honey, it's coming together. If you've been in business, because I did tell you at the beginning, for some of you, the child that we're talking about is a business, right? Somebody here, you have a cupcake business, but or some sort of a dessert pastry chef, maybe, or a bakery, something like that. But it's like the business is going to take off. Like, if you are wondering why it's taking so long, where's my clients, where's my business, why isn't the phone ringing on top of stuff? Oh, get ready, honey. I'm here because it's about to blow your hat back. Business is coming together, relationships coming together. Let me see what else we have here. The Judgment card. All the signs say that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And that's what we were talking about with this Knight of Pentacles. We were talking about the signs, the evidence. Some of you asked for 3 pieces of evidence, for 3 synchronicities, for 3 facts to back the idea that yes, I did what I was supposed to do, and the spirit is going to give that to you. Yeah. And then what I love about the Judgment card, couple things. They told me when what you call what you call out comes about. So in the Judgment card, it's like, it's like the self prophesying card. Are you self prophesying beautiful experiences for yourself? Because if you are, you're going to live them. The other thing about the Judgment card, just like I went in with this Wheel of Fortune here, 1x makes 10. Judgment card is number 20, and most tarot, it uses Roman numerals, so it's 2 X's. So for some of you, this new beginning comes when whatever that past energy was comes up one last time for you to exit out again. And this looks like that final release of that emotional attachment. That moment that you have that day is so fucking emotional, and you're like, oh my God. And then your best friend texts you asking you, how you doing today, baby? And you're like, fuck, how do I answer this question? Because why did my friend have to text me at this moment where I'm having all these emotions? I'm fucking bawling my head off. I can't tell you why, but I'm irritated, I'm angry and frustrated because everything just seems to not be going my way. And it's like, you have that conversation with your friend, you tell them, I'm having an emotional day, and then you release, you converse, you're reminded of your greatness. Okay, people come together, things are coming together for you. Some of you literally having that experience, but the Judgment card is the second seal on the same situation. So if you overcame the situation once before, and by the time you have the second seal, it like putting the nos in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, for Fast and Furious, they push a button and boom, they take off. Yeah, that's what this does for you. Anywhere where you are self prophesying some beautiful experiences for you in your new life, in your new energy, now that that shit is not weighing me back, holding me back no more. So for some of you, this is a relationship with another person, whatever type of relationship that was being restricted because emotional attachments to old stuff. So maybe you're not leaving the relationship, but you're leaving the bag, lady. You're leaving all the baggage, you know what I'm saying, where it belongs to be, in the past. You're not allowing the baggage to bring you down. You're not allowing yourself to get caught up with the emotional attachments to what was. So you're having this realization, like, dang, I'm hurting my back because I'm dragging all these bags from past relationships, past business failures, past failed relationships. Was it really a failure though? Did you learn something from it? Did you learn what not to do at the very least? Because that's what it is. If you learn what not to do at the very least, and you pick yourself up and you move on, well, congratulations. It might have been an expensive lesson, but it was worth it because now you won't do that again. Okay. Yeah. You don't want to miss this opportunity. So you dropped some baggage. You don't want to miss this opportunity. So you drop some baggage of emotional attachments. I don't need to wear this hurt on my chest like a badge of honor no more. This is who I am now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what I used to be, and identifying the self with what was. Instead, we're identifying with this new energy. It's a new day, it's a new life, and I'm feeling good. Is the energy, yeah. And then we have the Cozy Witch, yeah, which is the Fool card in the traditional tarot system. It's major arcana 0. Ophiuchus energy in the house. But it talks on the card, it says, take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. And I love that. Look at her. She's looking at herself. I'm hearing speaking empowering things to herself, an empowering self view. Yeah, it may have taken a while to get here. You might have went through a lot of challenges and emotional situations, even things that really hurt and broke you down. But when you got broke down and when you got hurt, it allowed you to see where you were. In other words, to calibrate the destination from where you truly stand. And again, they're showing me that image of the Hertz vibrational scale, which I did just post on the community tab. The Cozy Witch, the Fool card here, is a card where it's the journeyer. You are a journeyer in life. This is your journey. This is a card where you trust in your journey. Everything you need will be given. You start the day off with some positivity for yourself, knowing that you're right where you're supposed to be, knowing that you're right where you're supposed to be, knowing you got a great circle of clients, customers, or family or friends, a community, complete community. Like maybe you don't have any close, intimate, personal attachments, but when you go out into your community, boy, you love your community. You got some great people in your community. Even if you don't bring them all home with you and get all their phone numbers and learn their whole life stories, like they show you, you see the reflection of great community. This is a boldness, this is a courage, this is a confidence in moving forward that I'm seeing here. And the journeyer is like, boy, I've had one hell of a journey. I'm hearing, boy, I've had one hell of a journey, but it was worth it. It was all worth it. It was all worth it for the experience. Made some major changes. And then I see also cycles. They're showing me cycles. They're showing me it's all a cycle. It's like, boy, I've been through this thing so many times. I've been through the experiences so many times. But it's like every time you hit the same space again from an elevated head space, which means your response is different, which means you've learned. So if you're going through a similar experience you went through before, you've got everything you need to overcome it. And it's like every time it's like every time you hit it, you have more wisdom from the last time, the way it worked out. Well, next time I'll do it better this way. So whether that's with a person who you care for deeply, or whether that's with yourself, or whether that's with, a business experience, or a career experience, or a project that matters to your heart, this is like everything I've been through, and even the holdups. It's like I knew I would see the evidence, and I did, and it showed up. And so I see clients coming in who absolutely love what you do. I see a lover coming in who absolutely loves you and has self-love, so their love is actually authentic, because without self-love, you can only love a person as far as you can love yourself. This person knows how to love themselves, so that means they'll know how to love you too. um and then, as far as career, I see advancements. I see, people make the type of progress that they were looking for, that they let go of some weights, of some garbage, of some junk that was cluttering their life physically, their closets, their car, their soul, their mind. And then I see somebody where you're not looking for the same outcome that you had before, which is freaking gorgeous in this energy. It's like that is what was. We're talking about where we're at today. And then I hear with my daughter's genius that she shared with me, that I don't know if she channeled it or heard it, but be where your feet are. It's like, hello, there's no better place to be than where your feet are. Be where your feet are. And that's what you're doing. You're like, yeah, I might have made some mistakes in the past. And yeah, I might have had some failed business opportunities in the past, or I may have had some failed relationships in the past, but this is not there. I'm here now. If for somebody, it's that simple. You could be simply declaring to yourself, when these old worries and fears come up of the past repeating itself, like, that was a different relationship, so we're going to let that go. That was a different opportunity that I tried to make happen, so we're going to let that go. Just because that didn't work is even more reason why this should work. I'm hearing probability. You get tails so many times, you bound to land on heads sooner or later. It's like even probability says it's gonna have to work out. Relationships didn't work out this many times, that many times, this many ways, that many ways. If you keep trying again, you're bound to find a solution. You're bound to find an answer. You're bound to find a better way to make it work. And for some of you, this is again about relieving yourself from this emotional trap. And the thing about it, the emotional trap exists because people, you know, certain things that keep us in a depressive mood, or a highly emotionally vulnerable mood, is because you can't, they're so big that you can't just ignore your way out of them. Certain things you can, like some jerk at the gas station talks crazy to you. That's easy. You wash that off. You know what I'm saying? You just walk past it, ignore it. It doesn't have to mess with your life. But we're talking about deep, anchored in core experiences. Yeah, those ones you can't ignore away. They tend to keep coming up in your life and in your energy because you're anchored in with them. They're core part of your core memories, core experiences. And so at some point they got to be addressed to be released. And that's what I see happening here. And I see that that is meeting with success. I see happiness coming in. I see, like I said, if you've been doing this emotional shadow work or whatever it was about some experience from the past that is over, you're literally not there no more, we kept reliving it energetically, emotionally, thinking about it, being afraid of it. It's like you did some shadow work about it and you're releasing yourself from it. You're like, I am stronger than this. It's interesting because I've been watching some scary movies and I was never watching scary movies before when I was young. Even as an adult, I didn't really watch scary movies. But now I've realized like I'm not afraid of scary movies. And that's good for me. And that is totally is not as a big of a deal as what some of you are dealing with. Because trust me, they showed me some of the experiences from your past that have been haunting you. It's like the more you get familiar with that thing, the less power it has over you. And the more you become the master of it. And that's what the process has been. And it's taking you to this happy ending and to the 10 of Cups. So this is what I have for you. And I'm so thankful and grateful to deliver this message. Do all the YouTube things and keep coming back for more. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. And later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.